Good evening and welcome to another Scout Model Ninja. Tonight is Warhammer night, and tonight we will be doing the piece from what I did get prepped earlier. This one I've actually done. So yeah, this is the, let's see what it is, Ysandra, the Celestial Spear. Now I did intend doing this last time, but I wasn't too sure if I'd got all the pieces, but it looks like I might just as well have this time. So yeah, so we've got it all prepped on the sprue, really primed as much as it's going to be, I think, but we will be doing something a bit different with it, especially with the feathers, because I think they were like supposed to be in like a metal colour, but I'm not too keen on doing that sort of thing, so I will be doing something different with it on the wings, probably along with one of my other main figures that I've done, where it'd be looking more like bird feathers hopefully at the end of it, but that can't be guaranteed. So tonight, as I said, is Warhammer night, and I'm just going to go through some of the things that I've actually purchased in the last week first. But I have forgot to bring them up to the bench, but they are behind me, so I'll go and grab them quickly and show you what I have got and where I got them from, because as we finished, that was the last one I was on. I'll just grab them quickly. Got to be careful of that fall down the hole. So as you can see, we have purchased a few things, but these were mainly impulse buys. These things do happen occasionally. So yes, last weekend I decided I was going to go for a little wander out and about, and just to get out and try and get a bit of fresh air. And we went to a shop called Murfield Miniatures, and that's over in Murfield in West Yorkshire. Now while I was there, I sort of like had a good chat with some few people there, enjoyed it, it was a good evening, met a few new people, and I was sat chatting to one of the gentlemen that were there who actually runs the shop, and basically what they do is they buy in second-hand figures and that sort of thing and then sell them off cheaper. So I ended up buying a few things, but at really good prices. Now these figures have been started and are sort of primed, or some of them actually had a bit more done than that, and I've managed to pick them up at a very good price. Now there is a number of things you can do, and well, as you know, I bought that one about 2 weeks ago, which is the new Black Templars Bannerman. That's a new figure. But then whilst I was in Murfield Miniatures, I found this one, and he is the Executor, and I thought, well, yeah, it'd be a shame not to get him some company for Mr. Bannerman. So then that followed me home as well, because these ones are actually being removed from the shop and they're going to go to online only. So they're bringing in more and more of the newer ones, and these are the older ones. But he's the main guy there, and these two go with him. So, and that's the Chaplain, Grimaldus, and Retinue. So we're going to have a little bit of a Black Templars army going on as well. So that makes it about 9 different armies that I'll now have. Then while I was there, something else just caught my eye, basically. and this was the Adaptus Custodes, and these dudes remind me sort of similar to the Age of Sigmar stuff that I really enjoy doing. So I thought, well, yep, they sort of followed me home as well. These things happen. So yeah. But now on the actual figures for like the second-hand ones, we managed to get some little orky guys, and these are little orky cops. Now these cost me, I think if I remember rightly, about 12 quid, and there's 3 of them because they come as a set. So 1, 2, and sadly one of the pellets has dropped off that one. So I've got these 3 figures to work on. So just be something different to work on. So I thought, yeah, different but fun. So they're already primed up, but I will have to probably dismantle them a little bit so I can actually get into certain areas and paint them up the way I normally do. So yeah, that's what I'll be doing with them. We'll figure out what we can do with them. But one of the main things that I went over there for was this dude. Now, I can't remember, I think they're usually about 40 odd pound, I think these things are. And it's all movable, even the little turret guns there, they're all movable as well. And I thought, yeah, I like that. And so I will be dismantling it partly again, so I can actually paint and detail it up and work from that. But they're going to be like a little separate series that I'm going to do of sort of refurbishing kits and everything, so to have a bit of fun and go from there. I don't know what colour I'm going to paint him yet, so we'll see. It might be along with the black template, maybe. But then I saw this little dude as well. Now he's a Chaos member from the Age of Sigmar group, and it comes with 2 little horses, chariot, and 2 dudes, and there's a base for him as well. That's this one, but there's also another figure in there, which is the second thing you can do, which is one of these big gore beasts just there. Now I'm going to be painting him up separately and then putting him on his own little banner, on his own little plate sort of thing, and do that. But I also got these little things, little trays. Now I think these cost me just over £10 for the 3 of them. So I've got 3 more war bikes to do, and I will break these down again and then paint them up the way I want to. And these will be going for my eldest son's army that he wants me to make for him, and they're going to be along the lines of the Blood Angels bikes. So yeah, so I have actually had a few little purchases, that's it really. But those, I said, a lot of these figures, especially these ones, I think I spent less than 80 quid for all that lot in that box, so I can't argue with that. So when you think about like the normal figures that you buy cost you a hell of a lot more when they're brand new. And so they're not a lot wrong with them, so there's nothing wrong with them, so I'm just going to build them and paint them. So yeah, that's my fun little projects for the next few weeks sorted. Not that I needed any more to do, because I've got a big box load down there, well 2 actually. So as I said, it's just a matter of things that catch my eye, and I will have the fun painting them up and doing what I normally do. So we'll see how it goes. So that's right now. Move them to one side. Now, as to the Lancaster that I I've been building on Saturday. We've finally got the body of the Lancaster together, and we have one part got a bit. Oh, she is getting big now, as you can see. Oh, so this is the 132 HK Lancaster, coming together very nicely. A few little minor bits here that I need to sort out and sort of like level off again gently, because I don't want to lose the actual markings of the actual aircraft, because there's panel lines and everything in there, so I can't really sand them off much. But there's, lucky enough, no raised panel lines in this, so I'm quite happy with that. And we've got all the bombs in place, the bomb bay doors and everything, they're all done. Rear tail sectioned in and the rear gunner's position. We've got the barrels still go on to the upper turret, but that's now in place, and the front turret and bomb aimers area all sorted out. But as most people know, I've got clear half that side that's been painted on the inside and the normal grey side. Now that was mainly because the other half of the grey part was actually damaged. So I've used that, and yeah, it's worked. So I'm quite happy with that. Other than that, it's coming along quite nicely. There we go. So yeah. Oh. So we only have a couple people in chat at the moment. So we've got Mr. Jeff Wright saying good evening, Ross. So good evening, Jeff, and welcome to the stream. And Maggie. And then we have Mr. Stephen Haynes Models in saying hi, Ross. So good evening, Stephen, and welcome to the stream. And we have Jeff Wright saying hi to Stephen, and you've got Stephen saying hi to Jeff and Maggie. And then we've got Mr. Apple McNicholin saying evening, Jeff and Maggie, Stephen and Ross. So good evening, Apple, and welcome to the stream. And then you've got Jeff Wright saying hi to Apple. So we have 8 people watching at the moment. So as I always say, please hit the thumbs up, because that does help with the algorithms, and just keep chatting away in the chat, because that all helps push the actual algorithm up and it gets people to notice it. Now, I was only 10 people away from the 300 mark. Sadly, we've lost one. But this happens. So hopefully by Christmas time, I'm hoping to get 300. And then if I do, I will be doing a giveaway. Now, depending on the closest stream to the actual 300 when it hits it, if it's me Monday stream, then there'll either be there will be a small Schleggo set that may go up for grabs. If it's Tuesday, it'll be a Warhammer set, and if it's a Wednesday, it'll be a model set that I'll be doing a giveaway with, just to say thank you for everybody that's actually watching, and you'll be given a chance to win that, and you will get something, I hope. But there we go. So without further ado, we will crack on with the Yasandra. Now I'm going to quickly go through and snip the parts off that I need. First of all, which is a J3, which is that one. No markers tonight. I haven't really invited anybody tonight, because I mean I was in 2 minds, because I've been very busy at university today, and believe it or not, I've only just woken up off my chair about 20 minutes ago, because I had been up here earlier, turned the computer on, then went back downstairs. So I've not even remembered to actually invite anybody. My bad. So I do apologise for people. But hopefully I could actually just quickly send him a message if he wants to join. He may do, but you never know. Just 1 minute. But if there is anybody that actually does want to watch, join in tonight, just message me in chat, and I will send you the link, and you can come and join me. I've got no problem with that. I'm always up to having a different person on with me as well. So yeah. What else? What I was working on minute J3. There we go. Try not to cut the pin off as well, Ross. That's what you do need. There we go. You down. So I've got something there. Hold on to it. There we go. That's one piece off. Yes, see, Sophie has actually finished her first Black Templar or Black Pearl figure this recently of some Marcus Titus captain. This one is going to be this part here, isn't it? It's always the same when you first sort of take the figures off a sprue, that you're scared that you might end up cutting something off that you're not supposed to. There you are. That one. And then we have you down here. The good thing about doing this one is going to have some sort of stone effect to it, so I can work on that as well, which I haven't done stonework for quite some time, so it should be interesting. I will change down to Benji cam at some point fairly soon. There's something else, I'm sure. Okay, so let's see if these actually all fit together properly first. So you actually you going. Just fit there. Fits into. Aha, that's why. Yeah. He's not wanting to go together at the moment. Okay, so you're not wanting to go in there. Why not? And obviously got to be you in. Aha, gotcha. There we go. That's better. So that's now you two together. And you go on to there. So these bits I don't mind putting together. And we have, let's see, let's just change over bench cam. It'd be a bit easier. People to see what I'm doing. Would help, wouldn't it? There we go. So now I'm just trying to fit these together. Like so. And I have actually done something wrong there, haven't I? I'm sure there's supposed to be a pin. Yes, and I've chopped it off. Oh well. I'm just going to have to add something underneath there to hold that together a bit more. That's not supposed to do that. So I'm going to have to make a bit of sprue up. Let's see. And to pin that in position a bit better. It needs holding out just slightly. So yeah. Let's see, we can quick look in chat again. And we've got Mr. You have like saying no to Marcus tonight. Obviously, no, not tonight. He hasn't been feeling too good either. He's had a bit of a stomach issue and that, so he's not been too good. So he might be watching. You never know. And I've got Athel saying, well, I have 6 wolves and 6 head takers primed up ready for the Fang as my first coat of the armour, hopefully tomorrow. And then we have Mr. Sprue and Gluing saying, hi Ross and chat. So good evening, Sprue. Now, if you want to come and join me, Sprue, you're more than welcome. Just give us a shout on Facebook and I'll send you a link. And we've got Mr. Stephen Haynes in saying, hi to Sprue and Glue. And we've got Jeff Light saying, oh, Sophie has finished one of the Black Pearl Marines. We'll have a look later. Yes, it's all over Facebook. And then you've got Jeff Light saying hi to Sprue. And we've got Apple saying, Ross, question, your course at uni, do they hand you a laptop for your course notes and homework? This is what happens at both King's College and Regent Aberdeen as progressive learning. Now, you can actually borrow laptops from the course I'm on, because I'm not actually at one of the big main government universities. I'm actually a private university. So I'm actually funding this myself. But I do get assistance from the government on my course fees that I have to pay back, and my maintenance grant. So I have voluntarily put myself into 20k's worth of debt at the moment. Because I'm doing my bachelor's with honours. But I'm doing the foundation year. But it's 4 years altogether that I'll be doing. But with my Of course, there is a part where I can actually buy a laptop for myself and get funding towards that laptop. So yeah, in a way they do, but it's a different way of doing things. Then we've got Apple saying evening to Sprue, and Sprue saying I hope we're all well, and we've got Stephen saying how are you feeling now, Sprue? After I finish the Abrams and Challenger tanks that I currently have on the go, I've got an idea for a 40k diorama. Ooh. And you've got Sprue saying I don't have any Warhammer to hand. You don't have to do Warhammer if you don't want to. You can do whatever you want, Sprue. So if you've got any model kit, you can paint it. It's just giving me some company on the actual YouTubes. So yeah, you're still more than welcome to come and join me. I'll send you the link, lad. Let's quickly just bring that up. Where are you, Mr. Sprue? I know you're up there somewhere. There we are. There you go. I've sent you a link, Sprue. Come and join me. Doesn't matter what you're building. The only person who has to really build Warhammer is me. So we don't have to worry about that. But you know, you're always welcome on my stream. And then we have Mr. Bradley Walker in saying, don't forget there's also the sponsored bit where you can be given a laptop too, buddy. There is indeed. Keep forgetting about that part. Just the way it is. Because Bradley is also on the same course as me at university, and he's also now become a subscriber to my channel. And you've got Jeff Wright saying hi to Bradley, and then we've got Bradley Walker saying, hey Jeff, how's it going? And then we've got Stephen Haynes saying hi to Bradley Walker, and then we've got Bradley Walker saying hi to Stephen Haynes, how's it going, buddy? So yeah. Oh. So we've got, because I cut the wrong bit of the sprue off on this one, I'm going to have to fix it. So what we're going to do is we will put you just in there position first, like so, and here he is.
Hey buddy.
It be Mr. Sprue. Good evening, mate.
Good evening.
So, as I said, it doesn't matter what you're building. The only person who has to be building Warhammer is myself. So you can build your little pink fairies if you want to. I don't mind.
Fairy. Never had a pink furry. I've got an Ewok somewhere.
Well, there you go.
I think I put it in a box. I'm currently working on a bandwagon.
Ooh, Swedish troop transport.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get this hopefully into position. Oh. So yeah, as you can see, I had a little trip out to the shops. If you saw that part.
Yes, you've been spending.
Yes, I am. But at those prices, you can't argue.
So which one is it you're doing again?
I am doing
Somebody in chat's asking you.
Yggdrastra, the Celestial Spear. It's a female figure, and basically she stands on these steps, and if I can get, see if I can, there she is. That one.
Ooh. Ooh.
So that is what I'm actually doing. and that goes with the Bannerman, because this is all part of a set that I got many years ago, and I can't remember. I think I might have even given you a couple of figures out of this one. I don't know. I can't remember now. But yeah, it's which set was this again? It was the Dominion set I got.
Okay. Let's see the colour picture.
Oh, that's the winged. There we go.
Oh, that's nice. I like the one with the beastie.
Yeah, I actually gave that one away because somebody wanted it, and I think I gave him away. I can't remember now.
It's a nice beastie.
Yeah, I think somebody wanted it complete their set because the one they had a misformed piece in it. So,
oh dear,
I can't remember now, but I know I did give it away, I think. But yeah, there we go. These things happen. But I mean, well, I did see one actually at the Murfield Miniatures, so I might go again at some point. But I've got to wait until I get paid next before I go there.
Well, when you speak to Marcus, please say hello.
I will do.
I hope he's well.
Well, yeah, I mean, he's not been too great for the last couple of days, so as far as I can tell, when I spoke to him last, he had a bit of a poorly tummy.
Ooh, nice. Not. Forgot what I was doing now.
Something to do with tank transport. Well, troop transport.
Yeah. Thing is, I want to do it in sections if I can, or where I can, rather.
Yeah, little sub assemblies.
Yeah.
Now I've just got to remember not to cut off any more bits that I'll need. That's it. One more. There we go. Got Jeff Light saying the boss and I are keeping well, thanks. Hope to and trust you're keeping well, mate. That's to Bradley. And then we've got Bradley saying, Athel, I've been trying but no avail. Lol. What's this? Nah, that's never going to happen, Athel. I'm always getting into trouble for something.
Yeah.
You got Bradley saying, Athel, I've been trying but no avail. Lol. And he goes, Bradley's going, we did decimal to binary conversion today. It was very interesting. I think there was only me and Ross who caught on straight away. Lol.
Oh, yeah, that was same class.
Yeah, we're both at university together.
Oh wow.
And what Bradley saying, Apple saying ones and zeros, if I remember from my computer course 20 odd years ago, Bradley. And then Bradley saying,
yeah.
But we're doing how to convert standard decimal numbers into binary and back again. It was written. Yeah, it's we had a visiting professor today, and I had to try and explain how I sort of like work out binary to decimal and then decimal to binary. The thing is, I do it in my head.
Yeah, they don't like that, do they?
Well, it seemed to have shocked this professor that I'm the only person he's met so far that actually does that. But it's like it took me about 5 minutes to get back into doing it again. And yeah, it's a very enjoyable subject to work on, so at least. Yeah, and there's also you there as well, isn't there? Yeah, it's I did start my computing career about 15 years ago, 15, nearly 16 years ago now. But because of and everything, I ended up starting my own business and basically carrying on with me doing like paint, decorating, and all that sort of like that, because it was like family responsibilities and everything like that that sort of took over. And I don't think even back then there weren't as many sort of like computer jobs available in the open world, if you know what I mean, at the time.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, I just had to grin and bear it, so to speak. So I just basically it sort of fell away. So the computing that I did then, and the sort of like the basis of it, is slightly different to what it is now. We can safely say.
Okay.
Well, you think, I mean, my computer understanding is 15 years out of date compared to what it is nowadays. Ooh. But even though most things haven't sort of changed from the basics, it's a matter of just bringing that knowledge forward.
Oh, wow.
What's that?
This kit's a dream to work on.
What make is it?
Tack-on.
Oh yeah, they generally are.
This is gorgeous.
Yeah, Tacom kits are very nice kits to work with.
Well, look at that, no glue, and I've pushed it together. Look at that.
Yeah, I just realised the actual cap on my Revel glue here is actually broken. Seen that? It's
Oh,
split.
yeah, your bottle top.
Yeah,
That'll look crusty.
yeah. I think I might have some spare ones somewhere. Oh,
Yeah.
where's what's
Shouldn't
going
it,
to be on
shouldn't it
glue?
look like that?
Something like that. Yeah, it's supposed to.
Yeah.
I don't even know how I've broken the damn thing, to be honest with you.
I didn't know mine had got. I didn't know it was meant to have a blue ring around it.
Well, I don't think it's actually supposed to break like that for some strange reason.
Well, that is gorgeous fit.
Let's see. Let's see if I've got a spare nozzle. I should have. We do have enough glue in here. I have a dedicated drawer for glues, believe it or not. Let me just go downstairs, wait.
Oh, wow.
As you can see, my glue drawer is there. So I have no shortage of them.
Oh, good evening, Jeff and Maggie. Yeah, thank you. Good evening to you both. A very good race, I've got to say. I did watch it eventually.
What race was that?
Formula One.
Oh.
I enjoyed it immensely. What a shame that Ferrari don't listen to Lewis more often.
Why has they been going? I haven't watched.
You know what? If they'd have listened, they could have had that race because they both had the pace, but
Yeah.
they just didn't listen.
There we go. So,
but hey, you can't tell the bosses. They pay the bill.
yeah.
Right, so that's that. What am I doing? 2, 2, and 2, 3.
Back over it.
Apple, yes, it's definitely what I said in my. Now I'm actually building it. What I said in my video, I'll stand by it. As long as you're careful and, like any other kit, take your time. This is a dream.
Okay, where's that gone now? There you are.
So far, anyway, I'll say that. No issues whatsoever.
I mean, that's when attack on kits are always been, or have always been, really good kits to build.
It's just a shame there's no PE for it, because this would have looked nice with a bit of PE on it.
What, as part of the kit, you mean, or not being able to get hold of it?
Or extra. Or as an extra. Aftermarket, whatever. I did. Yeah, I searched for 3 hours looking for add-ons and stuff, but couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
So you apparently go there. And I'll stop shaking. Oh, just glue it on, you idiot.
And we have a little knee plate somewhere to go in there. And we have Mr. Graham McCorbett joining us saying hi all. So good evening, Graham, and welcome to the stream.
Hey, Graham. And that's McRobert, not McCormick.
McCorbett, I said.
McRobert.
Oh, I don't even know why I'd said that, but never mind. Ah, well. He won't mind.
I've heard you say it before and I thought, hey?
Yeah.
McCorbett. Who's McCorbett?
Oh, it's one of them.
Well,
he's never complained before.
No, I'll remind Ross one of these days. Yeah.
He's never complained.
Well, no, I'm not saying he has.
So
I just thought, I'll dig him in the ribs with that one.
So yeah, when I've actually finished this figure, I'm gonna probably end up working on that piece that I brought from.
Oh, what?
Did you see the pieces that I got from?
No, I haven't. No, sorry.
Oh, well, I got some orc helicopter type things.
All right.
And I've got, well, I'll show you again in a minute. I'll just grab them in a minute. I'll go through them for screws.
Screw, shut up.
You got so they're all going on about F1.
I totally agree there, Jeff.
I'll catch you soon, buddy. Good luck with your build. Oh, thank you very much, Bradley, and take care, mate. And I'll see you no doubt on Monday.
Take care, Bradley. Of course.
And we've got saying hi to Jeff, and then we've got Jeff saying, with all the amount of experience that Lewis has, Ferrari should engage its brain. Probably, yes. As I said, I've actually not been following F1 this season. I've sort of fallen out of love with it.
Well, they screwed up during free practice, and then they screwed up again during quali.
So they're not having the best of times then.
Well, they're just not listening to what the driver's got to say, I'm afraid.
Well, that's nothing unusual, really, is it? Come on.
Wow.
Since when does any of these so-called teams listen to their drivers when they should do?
Oh, that suspension's nice. Ooh. I think Jeff's got one of these, if I remember right. Jeff, if I'm right, get it out and get it built. This is going together.
I think I might have a tack-on kit somewhere in the back there. What it is, I don't know, because I can't remember.
I mean, I've not fastened these on with glue purely because the brakes, they're the brakes.
Yeah.
And they need painting. Wrong side. Plank. They need a proper paint job.
Yeah.
But wow, it's just sitting together. And all I've done is cleaned the parts.
Fair enough.
Not done anything special. I've not had any detritus or snotty bits. But that's looking really cool.
Yeah.
That really is looking really nice. Yeah, I like this kit.
It's nice when you get good kits like that.
Yeah. And obviously I've not attached any of the wheels at this point because they all want painting, so. Athel says he's got 3 Orc copters.
Yeah, that's what my set is, and I'll show you what they are in a minute.
Oh, lovely. Because I like the vehicles and things, but not overly keen on figurines, to be honest. Because I can never get them right. I do my best, obviously, but...
Yeah. You're not bad at doing figures, mate. I mean, compared to when you first started out, you've improved a hell of a lot over the years.
Thank you.
Well, you remember I actually told you how to sort of like go down and concentrate a bit more, didn't I?
Yes.
So Sprue was one of the original people that I sort of went streaming with as well back then. And,
yeah, put me down the Warhammer hole at the same time.
I didn't do no such thing.
You bloody did.
I'm innocent.
And then you bought all that stuff off that guy, didn't you? And then sold me the Star Wars set.
I might have done.
Yeah. I don't forget these little bits. I do forget a lot of things, but I never like that.
But I'm innocent.
Really? Hey, Josh, welcome in.
Good evening, Joshy Washy.
Oh, it is Jeff that's got one. He's got one in his stash and 4 tanks on the go. Jeff,
Yeah.
trust me, it's a dream.
So, as you know, I brought that the other week. That one, Black Templar.
Oh, nice. Hang on, haven't you done one of those?
Oh well, I did the Age of Sigma Bannerman.
Oh, that was him, yeah.
But I hadn't got the Black Templar one because I bought that as a separate figure. Now that one I think I paid about 36 quid for from the Warhammer shop. But then I went to Murfield Miniatures and picked up this little guy.
An ex-creator. Creator.
Yeah. So, and that one cost me 25 quid.
Wow.
Yeah, big difference.
For one figure.
Yeah, but it's a big difference compared to the Bannerman one, which was like 30 odd quid. But then these I got informed that they're actually removing these from the shop, so they're going to be online only. So they were actually slightly cheaper. So I then got the Black Templars, Chaplain, Grimaldus, and Retinue.
Okay.
Now, what makes me laugh is that these only cost me 34 quid.
For 4 figures.
For 4 figures.
Wow.
Yeah. So as you can see, I've got a little Black Templar army grown. But then while I was at Murfield, something else caught my eye. Because it's on very similar to like the Age of Sigma stuff that I enjoy doing. With these.
Oh, I heard you go on about Custodian before.
Yeah, so I got these as well. That just Custodian.
They're the nasty buggers, aren't they?
Yeah, these are the guys you sort of send in if you've basically backs against the wall. These guys come in, they sort of slaughter everybody and everything. And this is the one. These are the army that Mr. Superman is portraying.
Okay.
In the new film that's coming out at some point, he's going to be a custode. So that's them. But then, as I was sort of wandering around the second-hand part of it in the Murfield Miniatures, we got a box.
Uh-oh.
And we got Age of Sigma Chaos Chariot.
Oh, nice.
Now with that, there's another sort of figure as well. I'll take the instructions out of the bag. So you can make 2 different things out of it.
Oh, I like the bottom chariot.
Yeah, well, they've actually started doing that one, which I've got the figures and everything already built up for that. But I'm going to actually do this guy and do him as a separate little figure by himself.
I like the Roman type chariot, yeah.
Yeah.
With the round at the front.
Yeah, well, this one actually only cost me £13.
Oh, that's cheap.
Yeah. So I was very, very happy about getting that because you still get, obviously, all that screw stuff there.
Yeah, a bit with it, though.
So you get quite a bit with it, but it's already got the main part, sort of like the dude already built up there. The horses are already built up. So these all came for the same thing about 13 quid.
Wow.
Including the little chariot and another little dude there.
Oh, wicked.
And just to tickle your fancy, he's even got a little whip for you.
Kinky.
Yeah. He's even got little spiky bits on it as well for you. Just to get the so you get the full feeling. So yeah,
nice.
you got that.
I like that. Nice.
Yeah. But then I spotted these dudes.
Oh, these are them orc things, aren't they?
Yeah, the orcopters.
Ooh, they're cute.
And you get 3 of them.
Oh, wow.
Now, believe it or not, they only cost me 13 quid.
Oh, cool.
But then I spotted these.
Oh, you went and bought the bikes. Did you get a quad as well?
No, I just brought, they didn't have any quads there. But these cost me a tenner.
Wow.
Yeah. But then to top it all off, the actual figure that I went there for is basically this dude.
Mech armor.
Yeah. So I actually went and got, that's the main figure I was going for. Now that one cost me 20 quid.
That's nice.
I think they're usually about 40, 45 quid new.
Very nice.
So it's been partially based and everything like that on cork and everything.
Yeah.
So, but all the arms and everything, they all come off. So I can dismantle it enough.
And tank, can't you?
Yeah, so I can then sort of like paint it whatever I want. So yeah, that was my little shopping spree.
Yeah.
And I don't think I did too bad.
You don't think?
Yeah.
All that for 50 quid?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, it's quite a good little collection, so to speak.
You know when you walked out the door?
Mm-hmm.
Did they shut the door behind you and lock it? Closed on the door.
Yeah, as if say like, thank God he's gone.
We're having an early day today, guys. We've made us quota.
Yeah, I mean, they're actually in the actual shop. You go there and you can actually play the game as well.
Yes.
So they have game days as well.
You can on Queensgate here in Nottingham.
So yeah, that was my little purchases.
I think it's Queensgate.
Over the weekend.
Well, you got some to keep yourself good for a couple of days, haven't you?
Well,
Jeff, I looked for an upgrade set and I couldn't find anything.
Did Panda not be out guide you and find something?
You can't get them, mate. I spent hours searching. I spent about 2 or 3 hours looking. There's just no upgrade sets. There's not even a snifter of. I mean, I suppose if you went down the resin route, you'd find it, but.
Well, probably. I mean, there'd probably be just like baggage sets and everything like that to go on it.
Yeah, I'm not really wanting resin. I wanted just photo etch, just to enhance.
Yeah.
It's like the hydraulic coupler and everything. That would have been nice in brass.
Yeah.
But there's nothing.
Yeah. So I'll just catch up on chat quickly.
All right, sorry.
That's all right. And I have 3 orcopters, Ross. So yes, so you know I've got the same now. Then we've got Stephen Haynes saying bye to Bradley. Then we've got Graham McCorbett saying, oh, not Robert. I better start saying it correctly, hadn't I? Saying hi to Stephen. And then we've got Jeff Light saying, catch you later, Bradley. Take care. I have 1 in my stash. I currently have 4 tanks on the go. And then we've got Mr. Joshy B saying, evening, folks. Ross, Brew folks in chat. And then we've got Athel saying hello to Joshy. Graham saying hi to Joshy. Stephen Haynes saying to Joshy. And Jeff White saying hi to Joshy, and then we've got Joshy saying hi to Athel, Graham, Stephen, Jeff, and Maggie.
While you reach out, I'm going to be back in a minute.
All right, and then we've got Joshy saying that Gold Eagle standard looks awesome to paint. Yeah, for the one on the Custodes, yeah, I'm actually looking forward to doing that one. As I said, I'm going to have to base all that again in white before I sort of get spread it all up ready. Then we've got Athel saying, it's just a pity I'm too far away from Mirfield shop, as I could spend a fortune in it if I was closer. Yeah, I mean, I think they do online orders as well. I'm not sure, but you'd have to look into it. But they are on Facebook. So if anybody wants to have a look at what is available from them, and if they see it, and let me know, and if I can go in there and get it for you, I don't mind. If it just means me going for a trip out, and then I might just pick something else up myself. You never know. Then we've got Joshua B saying Henry Cavill always had his face AI'd on Warhammer film trailers. It's only ever since found out he has his own army. Yeah, I think it was to do. Henry Cavill's army was something to do with who painted it again for him? Oh, Squidmar, I think. He sort of painted a load of figures for Henry Cavill's army, if I remember rightly. Then we've got Graham saying, I am looking for a Russian Frogfoot at 32nd scale at a decent price. Good luck. That's what I'll say on that. And you got Jeff saying, the BV 206 is very similar to the British Viking. I was hoping to get a conversion kit for it, but it looks like it's going to be out of the box build. And B saying, I think I get some of those Orc copters with the Combat Patrol magazine. I think you do, actually. It'll probably be split over sort of like 2 or 3 magazines, no doubt, like they usually do. I won't be looking for much Warhammer at Telford this year, to be fair. I didn't see much last year to sell. I think I know what I want from there, but that will definitely change when I go. Well, I noticed that as well. When I went down to Telford, like when I went there, there was not really much sort of like Warhammer stuff there, and there were fantasy figures, but they're all resin stuff. And you got Joshua B saying, not the Custodian, the other set had one with it also. Oh, you mean the you mean this dude? These ones, the Chaplain, Grimaldus. Now I think that's supposed to be some sort of big old stone thing that he's dragging around, to be honest with you. But that one's actually like the gold banner and their custodes. With this little dude at the end here. I like the Scottish girl from Rogue Hobbies, her accent. Yeah. I'm sure it's just her accent. Something tells me there might be more to that, Joshy. Just a weird feeling, so to speak. This guy has to go. This one we can actually put onto here. Just here. And that can already go on there because it's out the way then, and you can stay there. There. So the one with the Grimwald's Retinue, that's actually not painted gold, it's actually a stone figure. that one. But yeah, the custode ones, that dude here, that is the gold banner and everything like that. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that. So that'd be like I'll have 3 different banners to do. So yeah, I do like the banner. It's like it's sort of like gives you plenty to play at, if you know what I mean, when you're painting the figures.
Put my skinny stick.
Oops, somebody's out on their hairdryer.
Yeah.
There we go. And then Josh is saying, and her eyes, and she does cosplay. Now, Yoshi, it's not just her eyes.
The red hair.
Truth.
It's that red hair.
Hmm. That goes onto the back there. Okay. So we have this part here. Yeah. So here's a question for you, Sprue. What actually got you into building models in the first place?
What is this? 20 bloody questions every stream I go on.
Too right. It's all part of being
Curiosity more than anything, but it started when we lived in Germany as a nipper. My dad, at that time, knew that I was a big Trekkie. I used to make sure I was home, well behaved, and all the usual trimmings for when Star Trek came on, because it was after my bedtime. And if I'd been naughty, I missed it. So
is that when the Star Trek figures come out as lead figures?
Really? Look, you man. So one Christmas, he sat up all night building me the TOS 1350 Enterprise.
Ooh.
And that's where it stemmed from, to be honest. Because from that point on, I was so fascinated that it was what I wanted. But then we kept moving around, so I really couldn't get to buy much.
Yeah.
We were never, because my dad was military, we were never in one place long enough to settle, and I didn't want anything getting broken.
Yeah.
I never really went out spending to get anything. And that's where it all came from.
Which is fair enough. So what I'm doing here at the moment, I'm just trying to dry fit most of these pieces to make sure they fit, because for some reason it's just not.
So yeah, my modelling history all stems from Star Trek.
Yeah.
And people say, Trekkie. Yeah, but it got me into doing a hobby.
Yeah. And kept you out of trouble.
Yeah, I mean, I'd rather sit at the kitchen table, nice and quiet, with a model kit, and let the others go outside screaming and shouting at each other over a football or whatever it would have been. But then when you grow up, you've got work commitments and things.
Yeah, it sort of falls by the wayside, doesn't it, for a while?
Yeah, and I just never really gave it much thought while I was working because I had other things to pay. And then there was my rent with my mum and dad. That had to be paid, otherwise I didn't get fed.
All right.
Back then it was called room and board, wasn't it?
I just thought it was called bartering. Do you, innit?
Wow. Yeah, I'm just going to nip out and get a T-Rex so we can have dinner. Really?
So basic translation was ugh, 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 ugh.
Yeah. You ever seen that film, The Croods?
Yes.
Yeah. You do remind me of him, you know. And I don't mean him with a belt buckle. Quick, hide! Earthquake! Quick, hide! Find the cave!
There we go.
Right, let's see what it looks like.
It's now into position. Yeah. And that goes on this somehow.
Oh, wow. Nice.
You got Joshy saying, and she does cosplay. And then he says, I'm looking forward to getting back on with the Viking that me and Carl and JC are doing. Not done anything to do with modelling now for 3 to 4 weeks. Oh dear.
That's not good.
How rude.
Come on, where are you? I know you're a doddy little piece.
Okay, so this is going back here somewhere. But we've got to put that on first, haven't we? Where are you going?
There's that hornet again.
I see you going into there like so. Aha. The last piece has got to be cleared up there as well. This is the only part I've got to sort of like get a bit annoyed with, like when you prime the figures, you end up having to cut pins off again. They'll get covered in paint. Otherwise, there's such tight tolerances. They don't like joining together with the actual kit. You have to keep cleaning them off.
Yes. But sometimes you have to trim the pegs down a tad.
Yeah.
So that you get a nice tight fit with the actual other half.
we go.
It says not to glue that. Okay.
That's that. Into there.
Okay. Leave you sitting there then.
Clean that pin off there.
Best not breathe too hard over that piece. It'll blow away.
And you got Jeff Light saying there's nothing wrong with being a Trekkie. Nope. And you got Stephen Haynes saying I like Star Trek and Star Wars. And then you got Jeff Light saying I prefer Star Wars, to be honest. Well, in a way, I suppose it's also when it comes to the age-old adage of Star Wars and Star Trek.
I like both.
It all depends on what generation you are on some occasions, doesn't it, really?
Yeah.
I mean, most of us were brought up with watching Star Wars at Christmas and New Year every year.
You know what? I remember getting upset over the fact I had to wait 3 years for Return of the Jedi to come out. I really did get really upset. I'd got to wait all that time.
Well, they're bringing out a new series now, aren't they? Or a new film.
Disney will kill Star Wars.
Yeah, they're bringing up that one which oh, what's it called now? Mandalorian and Grogu.
Yeah, you were just going to say bloody Yoda.
Yeah, but yeah, it's Mandalorian and Yoda, isn't it?
No, it's Mandalorian and Grogu.
Grogu, that's it. So
yeah, it's another mini spin-off.
Yeah, on Disney. Almost getting it. Come apart now. Now you don't want to come off, don't you? Just wait. Let's go. Clean these pins off this side. And then you've got the new Star Trek series starting soon as well. Star Trek Academy.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just concentrating.
You constipating?
Well, thinking about that one.
You got Apple saying, sounds like Joshy after drinking 3 Red Bulls making him hyper speedy. The best standalone was Rogue One.
Yeah, totally agree.
I don't think there can ever be a really bad Star Wars film, because I've enjoyed them all and I've watched them all, so including all the cartoon version Star Wars Star Wars stuff. One series I did really enjoy was the Bad Batch.
Right.
As a cartoon series one. I did enjoy watching that. And you got Joshy B saying, Rogue One really annoyed me. They killed Donnie Yen. He was the best character in that film, saying that they killed everyone in that film.
Yeah, but Rogue One was where the Bothans did actually die in the storyline anyway. A lot of Bothans died in that film. That was the design from the books.
Something I've never actually read the Star Wars book.
Well, you hear Mon Mothma talk about it in the films in Jedi when she says many Bothans died to give them the information. So, yeah, it was mentioned in the films.
Okay, so that's coming together slowly. Everything's dry fitting together slowly. Okay. You go into there. So that's what it's looking like so far. Dry fitting most of it together.
Cool. Ooh.
Woolly wing. Indian chicken wing.
Right.
How are you doing there? Are you winning?
Yeah, I'm winning. Yeah.
And I think the Tacons and the rifle model kits are probably two of the best makers of kits out there for quality that I've run into so far. I mean, don't get me wrong, the HK kit that I'm building now, absolutely stunning kit.
Yeah.
But they have been known to have issues.
Come on, you pooty pants. Get in. There we go.
And I'm not sure if you knew this, but if you, like, you have these sprues and everything like that when you got them left over, instead of doing what I'm doing here, just cutting them up, and you can actually take these sprues back to the shop and recycle them.
Yes.
They've started doing that now, which I was quite surprised at when I sort of walked into the Warhammer shop.
Excuse me, I do apologise.
That's right. But I might have actually found another shop as well whilst looking for Pokemon cards the other day in Leeds, which could end up costing me more money as well.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's they do like the corner cards and all that sort of thing as well. But when I looked round the corner of this shop, it sort of opened up into a big like games figure shop.
Another nightmare shop.
So it's like 6 shelves completely full of Warhammer with everything. I'm like,
Damn.
I mean, George just hit the floor, and the guy that runs the shop, he goes, "You all right there?" I was like, yeah.
Yeah, feeling a bit sick
like,
at the minute. Right back.
And he goes, "Oh, by the way, we do a loyalty card. It gets you 10% off." And I went, "Really?" He goes, "Yeah, you get 10% off the standard price, but then if you, well, the actual standard shop price is usually 5% less than what Warhammer charge straight off." So I thought, sounds good. But then he goes, on top of that 5%, you can get another 10% off if you join our loyalty program. You pay £3 once, and then that stays, that's all you ever pay is £3 for this loyalty card. And then you earn points and get 10% more off the kit.
So, of course, you signed up straight away.
I might have.
Yeah, you did. Here's me £3.
Yeah,
By the way,
it's like,
when is it active?
it's active straight away. As
Oh,
soon as
I
you're
knew that. Oh, I hate doing little bits like this because, you know, when you've got the shapes and the parts just want to move around on you.
Yeah. So it's like, I was looking at the cost of some of the tanks for Warhammer. And when you go into like Games Workshop, you're paying like 60 odd quid for your basic Rhino.
Don't know, I don't own one.
In this shop, they were like 40 odd quid. I'm like, really? Something tells me payday is going to be expensive. But there we go. But I've got to be careful this year. Well, at the moment, because I've got to send my sons their birthday presents, and it's my youngest one's birthday first, Draven.
Yeah.
And yeah, I think his box is like 7 kilos. I'm sending down to him. So that's going to be a few pennies. But then again, it's got a lot of Pokemon cards in there as well, mixed into it all.
Josh is into Pokemon, if I remember right.
Who?
Joshy.
Yeah, yeah. Let's see. You've got Jeff Wright saying, I love Grogu, but Mando and Grogu are a fantastic pairing. Yeah, they do sort of work well together.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, it's definitely one of the better ideas that they've had.
Ross, unfortunately, time's caught me up. I'm going to have a cigarette with you.
Okay.
And then, unfortunately, I have to go.
That's not a problem. It's been nice to have you on.
There. So I'm just going to make my son a cigarette and sit and have it with you.
As I said, you're always welcome to join me on the Warhammer night. I mean, it's always good to have somebody with you just to.
Yeah, it's just being in the right frame of mind at the right time, you know.
Yep.
I've been
today
dying to this kit.
I've not actually had a chance to get much painting done today, but I'm not overly worried about that because it's basically making sure everything fits together is more important. There we go, that's that one in.
I think they did a really good job on the Clone Wars. That was brilliant. Yeah. I also liked the Ezra Bridger story that went along with it. That was good.
Yeah. So that's the dry fitting all the figure together.
Well, Athel's gone. Night, Athel.
Oh, so he has. Yeah, it's well, it's bedtime for me. These old bones. So no night. Also no night. Ethel, take care, mate. And you got Jeff Light saying, my oldest says that I should watch Bad Batch. You should. It is a good series. And then Stephen Haynes agrees with me, saying the Bad Batch was a really great. And then you got Joshua B saying the Clone Wars anime is pretty good. Jeff and Stephen, if you haven't seen that series yet, yes, it is another good series. I said I don't think they've ever made a bad Star Wars series because it has a lot that it can do for that. Then we've got everybody saying Knights Ethel, and then we've got Stephen Haynes saying Joshi, I have seen the Clone Wars anime, and that is very good. And then you've got Stephen Haynes saying Knights Ethel, and then Joshua saying I like the Bad Batch episodes. Stephen in that series. Then we've got Jeff Light saying there's a Warhammer store in town, but due to their opening times, I rarely go there.
Yeah, they got really weird opening times.
Yeah.
Open till 10.
I mean, there's days where they'll just be open for sort of like 4 hours, but random times.
Yeah.
Which makes you wonder.
But here in Nottingham, I do know that none of them open until 10 a.m.
Yeah. I suppose because they're all like separate franchises.
Yes. And then when you're on your lunch from work, they're shut for dinner.
Yeah.
That annoyed me when I was at work. Because I used to like going down there and looking in the window, seeing what was there.
Mm.
And you couldn't go in the top because they'd shut for dinner.
Yeah. Well, lucky enough, the one that I had was in Bradford. He had, before he's moved, and another bloke took over, which has now sort of like changed times. But as I said, I found this other store in Leeds. So there is an actual Warhammer shop there, but there's like 2 or 3 of them that work there. So it's sort of like always open, which is good. And then finding places like Murfield Miniatures, yeah, so really good fun. So that, so as I said, it's all now dry fitted together. If I come up onto Biggie screen, people can see a bit easier. There we go. So,
wow.
So that's what it looks like so far.
Nice.
So I'm quite chuffed with how that's going to look. And there's quite a bit of detail work that's got to be done on it, and there's a few little bits that I've got to take down yet from where the tabs were.
Yeah.
So I'll clean them up as I go through it. But yeah, most of the base I've already glued together because it's generally no point messing about with that. He's quite happy. I can work on it that way. But yeah, so I've been meaning to do this figure for some time. And the main reason why I'm doing this is so I can actually practice doing like feathers and everything like that for when I do my dragons.
Cool.
That I've got.
Yeah, that's about right, Joshy. Fridays and Saturdays was games night.
Yeah. So yeah, I've had this set from the Dominion one for quite a few years now. I did buy it. Where did I get this one from? I think it was the Warhammer shop in Bradford that I bought this from when it was first ever released.
Right. Unfortunately, I do have to go.
Okay, bud. Well, thank you very much for joining me.
Thank you for having me on board.
You're welcome. As I said, if you're more than welcome to come and join next week if you want, and it's all good fun. Right, it's nice to have somebody to bounce back and talk to when you're doing the stream like this. So yeah.
Well, good night to you, and good night to everybody in chat.
Yep, and say hello to Archie for me.
I will do, and I'll see you all again.
Yep. So you take care and have fun. Oh, he's still here. Ah, there he goes. So yeah, that's a Sprue Brew joining us for a little bit. So, but yeah, so as I said, I've now got that done. So I've now got to take it all apart again without damaging anything, and then we can start painting up some of the pieces. Now that I know they're all going to fit. I've got to carefully remove them. There we go. There we go. That piece off, and then get the end off. There we go. There we go, and there we go. So that should come off the base there. There we go. So actually, I'll put these, well, I glued these parts together, so it just makes it a bit easier, because when you're doing stonework, it doesn't really matter so much of what's going on there. But I'm going to actually paint this up and then do different bits with it and see what goes and see what I find that looks good at the end. You got everybody saying night to sprue. This is Yggdrasta, or Yggdrasta, the celestial spear. It's one of the main female figures in Age of Sigmar for the Stormcast Eternals that I'm doing at the moment, because it goes along with the Bannerman there. So hopefully when I've got the rest of the set done, I'll be able to set it out as one big army, if you know what I mean. Then we've got everyone saying night to sprue, and then we've got Josh saying I'd do a different base to that one, and the idea running through my head on how I'd do that is looking incredible, but I know it won't work anything like what it looks like in my head. Yeah, I mean, the base what I'm using at the moment is just basically, it's I don't want to build too big a bases, because when I start doing stuff like that, I end up building dioramas and end up going from sort of like small little things to big things very, very quickly, and too quickly. It's like when I've sort of like lost my mojo for building and painting, I decided to, from the last Warhammer set that I got for magazines, Partworks, was to build the generator piece of the scenery, and I just started doing that, and then just messed about with it, enjoyed it. Then the mojo sort of slightly started coming back again. I then sort of like thought, well, I'll do the pipes to go with it. Why not? Yep, that'll do. And then it ended up being a 1.5 by 1.5 diorama, and it had like outbuildings, or like a buildings, and I just called it the attack of the generator the defense of the generator factory. And we had the Cryptex going against Blood Angels, and the Adaptus Mechanicus, and I had all these little dudes and everything, like protecting the factory, doing sniping positions and everything like that, and battling. And there's a couple of Blood Angels on it and everything. So, and then we had like all the Cryptex and the main guy coming in to attack it. That is now on permanent display in Halifax Models in Halifax. It's in like centerpiece of his shop window, believe it or not. And you got Josh saying bite the sprue, and you go, yeah, I recognize her now. I've just googled it, and yeah, there's some beautiful paint jobs on her. Yeah, I mean, whether I do her justice or not, I don't know. probably not the time I'm actually considering what some people are doing with them. Then yeah, but you never know. I might do her justice. And this is one of the things when I'm thinking about what kit to do and sort of like what I'm going to do with them, is thinking about how it's going to look in the long run. And yeah, I sometimes sort of wonder why I do things like this to myself. Okay, so first of all we need a light grey. Where are we? Not you. Where are we? I know I've got one up here somewhere. I already had it up. Wait. Don't need you. Oh, it's not falling over. I'm sure I had a light grey up here. But obviously not. Let's have a quick look at the rig. Light grey, light grey, light grey. Yeah, that'll do. Yeah, that's the one. Let's see, hope this hasn't separated too much. The old bottom machine goes. And what you're actually saying is everyone is their own worst critic, so never listen to oneself. Very true. And that's clogged up nicely. With me bit of plastic. I think, if anything, ooh. Ooh, there we go. Yeah, I think that doesn't sound too healthy. Might have to look into the drawer of paints and see if I've got another one, which I probably have. Sky grey. Grey. Right. That's a silver. Sky grey. Dark sea grey. Might have to pull that drawer out, but we do have a dark sea grey. I need to change it up, but that one, yeah. Bin. I might have to just add a tiny little bit of water to mix this in a bit. Keep it. There we go. And then we'll get a scruffy brush. Ooh, yeah, that's not looking great, so to speak. But yeah, I'm not too worried about this at the moment. I just want to give all the stonework the same sort of base colour at the moment in grey, and then I'm going to work up from there. Yeah. Oh. Well, I know some of you have mentioned what you've got on your benches and everything, but here's a question for people out there. What is the kit that you're next going to buy? Or what if the kit that you want to buy next, I should say? If it was like whether your missus would let you, basically. What was you saying? They may need watering down a bit with some medium and some can make them out. Yeah, it's basically because I haven't touched the paint so for such a long time. It's sort of they're sort of separated a bit, but that one was near enough empty anyway, and it's basically just drying out. So it went in the bin. I'm not messing about when it's nearly half empty like that, or for a paint that's basically knackered. Not much point. And then you're just saying that doesn't sound too good, Ross. No, it don't. I mean, that's why I put a bit of water in, just to sort of like level it out a bit more. But it is fairly lumpy, so I'm just using it as a base coat really for what I want to do with the stonework. That'll be done. Computer's right. What you're saying? My God, I give up with this phone tonight. That may need watering down, not they. Why would I type that? Cheers once again, phone, for making me look like a Burke. I'll find out once I see it. I have no clue. I've got enough to keep me going for a couple of years now, thanks to all the Warhammer. Yeah, I mean, you got to sort of, I think, when you get to that point of collecting models and you think your stashes are sort of like outgrown life expectancy, as they say. Okay. And you're just like saying probably some towel flyers like the Hammerhead. Now that would be nice. The one kit I'd like to get a hold of is the Thunderhawk. But as I said before, I think I mentioned it the other week when I went into Games Workshop. They want, I think it's 800 and some odd pound for the newest version. And it's like, nope. So at some point I will find somebody with a 3D printer, because then they can print one off for me. Probably about a quarter of the price in the long run. So the wings I'm going to have to do in a white. I want you screw. So I can go into there, because I want to paint these white. Still too big. Oh, no, I'm not going to. That's better. Nope, it doesn't want to. You will go in there and you will stay tight. Nope. Okay, so we have to take a bit more off. There we go, that's better. And we need a stand. You into there for a minute, and then we've got to do the same for this one. That's plastic, not wood. There we go. Make sure I'm done. And you're just like saying, yep, my stash will probably outlast me. Maggie feels that I should buy more paints, etc. Yeah, well, that can be just as bad as collecting. I mean, as you know, from my size of paint collection, I have probably close to 1,000 paints. So, and that gets just as dear in the long run. So now I need the white. I think we're all guilty of having more models of than what we can actually build in our lifetimes. I mean, since I've sort of like moved up to here and made this now more of my dedicated sort of area instead of my living room, it's sort of out of sight and out of mind at times, which is not good when you want to relax. But in another thing, it's good because I don't actually, it gives me more time to concentrate on my courses and everything, which is always good. So what I'm going to do is go over the top of the primer of white with this other white, because it's I want them to be dark white, because of what I want to paint the colours of the wings. And I know it's going to be taking a fewer thinner coats to get the full whiteness that I want. Let's see. And we have a new member joining us, Slafe the Space Marine. Well, good evening to you, Slafe, and welcome to the stream. And then we've got TBG in as well, saying hi everyone. So good evening, James, and welcome to the stream. And also saying what's going on in here. We are painting Yggdrasil, the Celestial Spear. I've not been on for the last couple of weeks. I've just taken some time out because I've actually started a new university course. So I just needed to make sure I get that concentrated on. So yeah, welcome to the madhouse, as they say. And we like to see new faces joining us. But at the moment I've been going through with dry fitting this figurine together first of all before I start painting it and getting the base pieces sorted out and just getting the general base coating. Now I, as most people in here know, I basically hand brush everything from my models, including my normal models. That's what I just mentioned, Joshy, but yeah. But yes, very good welcome to you, and I hope you enjoy what you're watching, basically. At the moment I'm just getting the base coat of extra white onto the wings before I start sort of like detailing them up. And I'll probably end up having to do a couple of coats on it to get the white fully to cover. Okay. And then you got Joshy saying, loving the Space Marine costume you have, Slafe. slowly drying out nicely. Now we need a brown ID for that. So flat earth. Now when I'm doing like the trees and everything like that, I use this will look rather bright when or lightish to the figure. When I've actually darkened it down with some non-oil and other stuff that I use, it will come out looking a lot more different and a bit darker. I'm just doing basing at the moment to get the colours, the general idea, and I can work through what I want to do with the piece. And then sometimes it can even end up in a completely different colour than when I actually started it. I mean, I don't generally, well, as most people know, that I don't generally stick to the paint colours that I'm supposed to for each army, because I don't play the game. I purely just paint and build and paint the figures the way I want and the way I feel like it. I don't have set armies or anything like that. Except for me, like Stormcast, then yeah, I do most of them in. Throw my brush everywhere. This piece will probably end up going a lot darker on the wood-wise later on. I'm not too fussed about it at the moment. Ooh. I'm not sure if is Colin and Fox on tonight, Joshy. They sometimes do a Wednesday night stream, if I remember rightly, or they've just started doing a Wednesday night stream at midnight. And I don't know if they're actually on tonight, are they? If they are, could you just let us know? Because it's almost coming time for me to close up shop tonight, as they say. Wood. Okay. Jeff saying I haven't played 40k or the original Warhammer for about 20 years. And then Joshua B saying no Festa and Fox tonight from what I can see, but King Bob's on. Okay. I've not actually ever watched King Bob, so to speak. I wouldn't know much about that one. But it's, as I said, it's near enough time for me to cool down tonight, so first coat's on the wings, ready. And I've got some of the tree base coated, the steps are now base coated ready. So things are coming together slowly but surely. They always look scruffy when I first start off with doing stuff. So I've got the weapons and everything there, and you have a body armor and everything to do. So yeah, and then the base piece there is started nicely. So we've got the first few bits done. Put that to one side. Well, you can see there. Oh, if I do that, there we have the first parts already run. He goes on Terry's a lot. Oh, fair enough. Yes, Cole and Fox are intending to stream a Warhammer stream at 11:55 on Wednesday. And then PM, that is. Ah, okay. So yeah, I weren't sure what day they were doing it on. I didn't know if it was like today or tomorrow. I can't remember. But yeah, so I'm going to go to heads up now. Let's see. So there we go. So yeah, you can see the etc. has now been started and it's coming along nicely. And just like to say a big thank you to Mr. Sprue and Glue for joining us. He keeps it interesting and just gives me somebody to chat to, or whoever. If anybody's in the streams and that lot and they would like to join him, they are more than welcome to, and I will quite happily invite them onto the live stream. Have no fun for that. So yeah, I will be back in on Friday night doing my usual Lancaster build, and hopefully by then Mr. Marcus himself should be joining me again. So I will say good night for now. Take care, stay safe, and happy modelling.